So today I'm talking with Garrett from Sweat and Crawford, and I wanted to mention that Garrett and I met about a year ago. And Garrett, I can't thank you enough for coming and taking the reins at Sweat and bringing a new energy to the professional liability business here in Colorado. It's especially been valuable to us because we've placed a lot more business since you came to town. Why don't you tell us a little bit about your background?
Well, my background in the insurance industry is for several years I was an underwriter for small to mid-size private, not-for-profit, miscellaneous E&O risks. That included some tech, some privacy, some media coverage. Did that for about 4 years, and then made the transition into Sweat and Crawford because I supported them as an underwriter nationally for a number of years, along with some other wholesale brokers. But it's been about a year now I've been on board as a broker, and have increased my knowledge capacity into other lines, including architects and engineers, lawyers, professional liability, insurance agents, E&O, and many more.
That's terrific. I mean, you brought a tremendous knowledge base to this business and helping clients. And what I'd like to ask you today is what do you think is happening in Colorado in lawyers' professional liability right now?
Well, lawyers' professional liability as a whole has a long tail nature to it. So it's pretty consistent over time, but it does take longer for claims to materialize. Because of this, underwriters are having increasing challenges in producing underwriting profits that can offset investment income losses because of the recent economy, as well as claims frequency increase. Most LPL carriers are going to tell you that they have more open claims now than they did a year ago at this point in time. So the claims are staying open longer. And I think that's a testament to the complexity of the claims that are coming in, as well as the length of time that does take to bring these matters to close. So because of that, we're seeing a constriction in appetite, and we're also seeing a moderate price increase.
Okay, so prices are increasing across the board. Underwriting's tightening up a little bit. For instance, I noticed that about a year ago, sole practitioners started to have a very difficult time getting quotes.
Markets as a whole, at least in my world, when you have a solo practitioner, it becomes a more difficult placement. I think there's several reasons for that. One of them may be that when you're in a multiple attorney shop, instead of having a sole practitioner that's kind of a little bit knowledgeable at a broad spectrum of things, you'll have specialists that'll dedicate themselves to certain types of litigation. So the firm itself can provide services across an array of different types of litigation, but the attorneys themselves within that firm can specialize, whereas a solo practitioner doesn't have that same ability.
Is it fair to say that the insurance companies are just tired of paying the claims that come out of sole practitioner shops?
Well, I think that there's more claims that do come out of sole practitioner shops than out of the larger firms, and I would say that the recent pricing increases definitely are a reflection of that.
Okay, cool.